Alright, here is the card that we're going to be making today. You can obviously change the color scheme if you need to. We are going to be using the Stampin' Up! Happy Birthday to You Cling Stamp Set. The first step we're going to do here is stamp the cake. This is just a piece of white scrap paper that I already had. I'm going to be using the 4-inch acrylic block to put our cake on here. And I'm just using black ink. Making sure it's fully stamped. Okay, we're going to put it on there. Leaving enough room for our die cut, of course. Now, I'm going to use the die cut and make sure I've got it centered, run it through my little machine here, and there we have our die cut. I'm using Prismacolor pencils and a blender marker to color this in, so let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, that's done. We're going to move on to our vellum piece here. I'm going to stamp Celebrate with Versamark onto the vellum paper, making sure to leave room for my die cut. Taking the gold embossing powder, sprinkling some on, making sure all of this stamp and Versamark is covered, getting off any of the excess, and taking my heat gun and putting some heat to it. This can take a little bit of time, but it's always fun to watch it appear. So once all of the granules are melted and dried, then you are good to go. I'm going to be cutting it out with the square or the rectangle die cut, running it through the machine again. Now, I am going to add little slits on the side of my cake, and this is what the ribbon is going to go through. Obviously, if you don't want to do this, you could put the ribbon behind it. That's fine too. But I don't have a fancy little a long hole punch, so I'm just measuring equal distance on either side and using my X-Acto knife. I'm shoving the ribbon through here. Again, if you had a nice long hole punch, that would work perfect, but I don't have one, so we're just going to cram this ribbon through here and make it look a little bit fancy. We're going to start gluing everything down now. So my largest background piece is 4 by 5¼ inches, and this smaller portion is only 2½ by 5 inches. So I'm attaching the smaller portion on the side and then attaching my cake piece over top, overlapping the other piece, but on the other side. Now the ribbon is going to loop around the back of either side here. I'm going to attach that down just so my ribbon doesn't come off. And now the Celebrate is going right here in the top corner. Now when I do this Celebrate, I don't want to be able to see the tape through it. So I am making the tape as long as the exact thing. I've tried using glue before and you can see the glue through the vellum. I've tried using glue dots and little adhesive squares, but you can see it all through the vellum. So what I've done here is made a piece, so it's literally just going to look like a piece of the vellum by going all the way across it. I'm going to attach that there. Once we get that attached, make sure you press it all the way around so it doesn't come off. Now we're going to put this onto our main card. The main card is measuring 4¼ by 5½ inches. As you can see, I like to use the sticky tape and glue, making sure to center it around our card and pressing down firmly. And there you have it, our final product. I love this card, I love the gold on it, and that you can customize it to whatever color palette you need. It's very versatile and makes a great celebratory card for a wedding, a birthday, an anniversary, whatever you need it for. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, leave any comments you got below. Thanks.